Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Small space organization, practical strategies for neurodivergent people. Living in a small space can feel overwhelming, especially when you're neurodivergent and juggling sensory needs, routines, or unique ways of processing your environment. With limited room, the chaos adds up fast, making it hard to feel calm or in control. But having tight quarters doesn't have to mean constant clutter or stress. Understanding the challenges of small space organization. When your living space feels impossibly cramped, staying organized can be a true mental workout. For neurodivergent people, managing a small space goes beyond aesthetics. Clutter doesn't just annoy, it can disrupt daily function and emotional health. To make life easier, it helps to understand the unique challenges small space organization can pose and how to tackle them effectively. Navigating sensory overload. Clutter doesn't just take up physical space. It can also hijack your senses. If you're neurodivergent, even a small mess can feel like a sensory assault. The disarray might distract you, overwhelm your ability to focus, or make you feel trapped. Imagine walking into a room and being mentally pulled in 100 directions at once. That's what unchecked clutter can do. So how do you cut down on sensory overload in your small space? Here are a few practical tips. Limit visual distractions. Use baskets, bins, or opaque containers to tuck away items you don't need immediately. If something isn't visible, it's less likely to overstimulate your brain. Create zones. Dedicate each area in your space to a specific activity. For example, limit your desk to work-only items and carve out a separate nook for relaxation. Stick to sensory neutral colors. Opt for a calming color palette. Too many loud patterns or bright shades can add to the chaos. Decision fatigue and decluttering. At first glance, decluttering might seem like an easy task. Just toss out what you don't need, right? But for neurodivergent people, the process often triggers decision fatigue. Every item you encounter requires its own micro decision. Keep it, donate it, store it. By the time you've made the 100th choice, you're mentally drained. You can simplify the process with small, manageable strategies. Start with categories, not rooms. Instead of decluttering your entire bedroom, focus on one group of items, like clothing or books. Set a timer. Avoid burnout by organizing in timed blocks. Give yourself 15 or 30 minutes, then take a break. Pre-decide criteria. Make specific rules before you begin. For example, if I haven't used this item in 6 months, I'll donate it. This takes the guesswork out of the process. Each step forward in organizing your small space isn't just about keeping things tidy. It's about helping your mind find peace. You're not just making room for your stuff, you're making space for yourself. Maximizing vertical storage in tight quarters. When you're dealing with limited space, the secret to maintaining organization lies in thinking up, literally. By focusing on vertical storage solutions, you can reclaim precious square footage while keeping your essentials within easy reach. Vertical storage isn't just practical, it's a game changer for small space organization that will have you asking, why didn't I do this sooner? Wall-mounted shelves and pegboards. Your walls aren't just for hanging art, they're underrated storage powerhouses. Installing wall-mounted shelves allows you to take advantage of unused vertical space while keeping floor areas clear. Whether you're neatly stacking books in the bedroom or creating extra storage in a compact bathroom, shelves give everything a home without crowding your space. Try grouping items by type or frequency of use so you never have to dig for what you need. Meanwhile, pegboards are the MVPs of customizable storage. With adjustable hooks and hanging baskets, you can personalize your setup with ease. In the kitchen, mount a pegboard to hang pans, utensils, or even small pots of herbs. Got a craft table? Use one to display scissors, thread, and tools for quick access. The goal is to turn your walls into a dynamic, functional space rather than wasted real estate. Over-the-door organizers. Doors are another hidden gem for squeezing in extra storage. Over-the-door organizers are perfect for storing small but frequently used items you don't want cluttering counters or drawers. In the bathroom, opt for clear pocket organizers to hold toiletries, makeup, or hair tools. In a bedroom closet, use shoe organizers not just for shoes, but also scarves, jewelry, or socks. And if an entryway gets easily overrun by bags and coats, invest in a sturdy over-door rack for more hooks. These solutions keep your essentials out of sight but within reach, making it easier to maintain order. Hanging storage solutions for kitchens. Kitchens are notorious for overcrowding, but a few clever hanging storage solutions can completely transform your cooking space. Hooks under cabinets can hold mugs, utensils, or even cloth towels. Magnetic knife strips keep knives safely off the counter while freeing up drawers for other tools. If you're tired of rummaging through messy cabinets for pots and pans, hanging racks are a lifesaver. Pop those racks right above your stove or along an empty wall to make cooking more streamlined. For pantry organization, wall-mounted food storage or clip-on spice racks can condense bulkier items without sacrificing accessibility. Even hanging baskets can create new shelves for fruits and vegetables. When you start thinking vertically, you're opening up a world of possibilities, even in the tightest spaces. Why wrestle with cramped counters and overstuffed drawers when you can hang your storage solutions where they're easiest to reach? Save your floor space for what really matters: living comfortably. Creating multi-purpose zones for daily tasks. Living in a tight space doesn't mean sacrificing functionality or comfort. When every square foot counts, creating multi-purpose zones can help you combine activities seamlessly. Think of your space like a Swiss Army knife, efficient and tailored to your needs. From foldable furniture to spaces that work just as hard as you do, here's how to make the most of your limited square footage. Folding furniture and hidden storage. If your furniture can do double duty, you're already ahead of the game. Foldable tables and chairs are lifesavers in small spaces. You take them out when needed and stash them when you don't. For example, a wall-mounted drop leaf table can act as a desk by day and a dinner table by night. And compact folding chairs, store them behind doors or under beds for easy access. Hidden storage is equally key. Need inspiration? Ottomans with built-in storage are the perfect trifecta. Stylish, functional, and spacious enough to hide blankets, books, or even gaming controllers. Beds with pull-out drawers underneath or headboards featuring shelving make storing everyday items less of a headache. For small spaces with staircases, consider storage stairs. These dual-purpose designs act both as steps and cubbies for shoes, books, or even pantry items. It's all about working smarter, not harder, when it comes to tight quarters. Dedicated work and relaxation areas. Even in the tiniest apartments, carving out distinct zones for work and relaxation is key for productivity and mental wellness. Start with a small desk. It doesn't have to be fancy. A simple folding desk placed near a window or tucked into a corner can create a stress-free workspace. Add a desk lamp, some essential supplies, and voila, you've got an office worthy of envy. Relaxation zones are equally important. Add a cozy chair in an unused corner, toss in a soft throw blanket, and keep a small shelf nearby for your favorite books. Want to separate areas without using lots of space? A sheer curtain or lightweight screen can create visual boundaries, giving you a sense of retreat without permanent walls. Separating work and relaxation doesn't just organize your space, it organizes your mind. By designated areas for specific purposes, your small space becomes structured without feeling cramped. Every corner has a job, and every piece of furniture earns its keep. Practical decluttering techniques suited for neurodivergent people. If you're neurodivergent, decluttering can come with its own unique set of hurdles, from decision fatigue to sensory overload. However, there are strategies tailored to make the process less overwhelming and more approachable. With a focus on simplifying and organizing, you can create a space that feels calmer and resonates with the way your mind processes your surroundings. The one item at a time method. Tackling a cluttered space can seem impossible when you're staring at it as one giant task. For neurodivergent people, the pressure to fix everything can be paralyzing. That's where the one item at a time method becomes a game changer. Instead of overloading yourself with a massive to-do list, this method helps you zoom in and focus. Start with a single item. Pick up one thing, just one. Ask yourself, do I need this? Does it make me happy? Do I have space for it? If the answer is no, set it aside for donation or disposal. Micro goals matter. Give yourself bite-sized tasks like decluttering one drawer or a single corner of your desk during a session. Pause for progress. After every small win, whether it's decluttering a side table or organizing one shelf, take a moment to celebrate. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. This step-by-step approach turns decluttering into something digestible rather than overwhelming. Sorting items using visual aids. When the phrase organizing system feels like chaos in itself, visual aids can be the lifeline that clears the mental fog. Systems that are easy to see and even easier to use create structure in a way that feels natural rather than forced. For neurodivergent people who process information visually, techniques like color-coded bins or labeled storage containers work wonders. Visual aids not only help maintain order, but also reduce the cognitive load of having to remember a system that doesn't align with how your brain works. By implementing methods like these, decluttering becomes less about battling the mess and more about building a system that works with your unique perspective. Small steps, clear visuals, and realistic goals can transform the process into something that feels far less daunting. And remember, every piece you sort, every corner you clear, and every system you build is a step closer to creating a space where you can truly thrive. Incorporating calming and sensory-friendly design. When you live in a small space, the way your environment feels is just as important as how it functions. For neurodivergent people, creating a calming atmosphere isn't just nice, it's necessary. The goal here is to design a space that not only meets your organizational needs, but also feels like a sanctuary, free from sensory overload. Using neutral colors and soft textures. The colors and materials you choose can make or break the ambiance of your space. Overly bright or overly complex designs might seem exciting at first, but they can quickly become overstimulating when you're in a tight corner. Neutral tones, on the other hand, bring calm and balance, which is especially vital when space is limited. Opt for soft whites, beige, gray, or even muted pastels, colors that don't shout but instead gently whisper. These tones reflect light subtly and make your space feel more open and less claustrophobic. Adding soft textures like fleece throws, cotton rugs, or linen curtains creates a tactile experience that feels comforting rather than chaotic. If you're trying to balance neutral while keeping it interesting, consider layering textures. A chunky knit throw over a smooth sofa or a mix of velvet cushions can give depth without overwhelming the senses. What about patterns? Subtle, understated ones can work. Small floral prints, soft stripes, or even lightly embossed finishes will add personality without causing visual clutter. The key is moderation. Stick to 1 or 2 patterns max. Incorporating personal comfort items. Your space isn't just a collection of furniture, it's your personal retreat. And personal comfort items, they're the heart of that sanctuary. But while comfort pieces like weighted blankets, stuffed animals, or soothing lamps are essential, the challenge is fitting them into your space without feeling overwhelmed. Here's how you can make room for these items while staying organized. Choose multifunction comfort items. A weighted blanket can double as your sofa throw. A salt lamp, known for its calming glow, can also be your bedside light. Designate alcoves or calm corners. Pick a nook in your home where you can store your comfort essentials. Place them in a bin or basket that's both functional and aesthetic. Display with intention. Items like cozy books or calming essential oil diffusers can double as decorations. Group them on a small shelf or tray to keep them neat yet functional. The idea is to ensure your comfort items aren't buried under clutter or stored so far away they lose their calming effect. After all, when stress hits, the last thing you want is to dig through layers of stuff to find what you need. Remember, this is your space. It's okay to prioritize your comfort. Finding that balance between functionality and sensory-friendly design can help transform even the smallest of places into personalized oasis. Creating functional, clutter-free, and calming spaces is not just about staying organized, it's about improving how you feel in your everyday life. When your small space is tailored to your needs, it becomes a refuge, not a source of stress. Whether you're tackling clutter, maximizing storage, or designing sensory-friendly zones, the key is starting small and focusing on progress over perfection. Every small win, like organizing a drawer or finding a home for your comfort items, deserves to be celebrated. Now it's your turn. Begin with one area, one change. See how it feels, because every step forward brings you closer to a space that truly works for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.